So the video that I have for you today is a video on my foundation routine. In my foundation routine, I am using products from the Fit Me collection of Maybelline. I'm using the concealer, foundation, and powder as well. And I'm just going to go through step by step of how I do my foundation routine. And I also put in some of my contour and my eyebrows as well. So if you want to learn how to do my foundation routine or just see how I do it, then please keep watching. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with a primer, and this primer is from Rimmel London, and this is Fix and Perfect, and this is number 2. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on the tip of my fingers, probably about the size of a dime. I'm going to rub that between my fingers and then blend this throughout my entire face. I'm also going to get it under my neck as well. So once I've done that, I'm going to move on to my concealer. The concealer that I use is by Maybelline, and it is the Fit Me concealer. And this is in 20 Sand Sable. And I'm just going to be applying this under my eyes, on all my red spots, and also my T area as well. And then I don't like to get my fingers dirty when I do this, so I just take the brush that I'm going to be using for my foundation, and I just use this as if I was using my fingers, and I just basically take the brush and just use the side of it and dab in my concealer. So once I've done that, I'm going to move on to my foundation, and my foundation is going to be the Fit Me foundation by Maybelline, and this is in number 210. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush, and since this is a flat brush, this is the easiest way to do this. I'm just going to put it against the bottle, flip the bottle upside down for like 2 seconds, and I should get a little foundation on my brush, and I'm just going to be doing that a couple times to dab the foundation onto my face. Then once I've done that, I'm going to start basically painting my face with the foundation. And I like to use circle motions, as you can see. They work the best by working the foundation into your skin. And don't forget to get on your jawbone, on your jawline, and then blend it down onto your neck so that you don't look like you're wearing a mask. Even though you might have the exact color foundation of your skin, it's best to just blend it in as well as you possibly can in every area possible so that you don't look like, I don't know, so you don't look like you're a weirdo with one color face and the rest of your body is a different color. So I'm just going to be blending this down, making sure that I blended it in. So once I've done my foundation, I'm going to be moving on to a powder to set my foundation. And the powder that I like to use, I usually like to stay within the brand. I don't have to. I usually don't. But this time I actually have the entire brand, concealer, foundation, and a powder. So I'm using a Fit Me powder, and this powder is number 325 in cream beige. And this powder is a lot darker than my concealer and foundation. And the reason for that is because I feel if I put on the same exact color or a color around, the color of my foundation and concealer, it makes me look very, very pale. So using just a little bit of this powder will mattify my face and also keep the color of my face instead of basically completely mattifying my face and making me look like a ghost. So I'm just going to be tapping a big brush into this very lightly. I am not putting a lot on my face. And I'm just going to be making circular motions with this brush. Make sure to blend it down to your neck as well. And then I'm also going to take some and put it all over my neck and also my chest as well. So after the powder, I'm going to move on to my eyebrows, and I have an eyebrow tutorial. I'll link that below. So I'm just going to be doing my eyebrows really quick so you guys can see. I'm actually doing it with something different than what I did in the other video. I'm using a Sonia Kashuk eyebrow kit, and I use two colors. I use the darker brown at the top. No, I don't. Okay, I use the darker brown at the top for the ends of my eyebrows, and I use a little bit of the lighter brown in the beginning of my eyebrows. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, and moving on to my contour. I'm going to make a contour video soon for you guys. So I'm just going to go through the steps really quick. I'm not going to go too in-depth with it. So I have an angled brush that looks like this, an angled fluffy brush. I'm just going to be tapping this very lightly into my powder. And the powder that I'm using is a very, very dark powder. This is the Fit Me powder in 355 in coconut. And I'm just going to be lightly tapping on this and just making a fish face, and then putting this right in the indent where my cheek makes that sort of fish face effect. So and also for contour, I like to go under my jawline and down my neck as well, around my hairline. And just a little bit of contour in my nose. So like I said, I'll go in depth later into the whole contour and highlight when I do a video on that, if you guys would like to see one. For my blush and highlight, for my blush I'm using a blush by NYX, and this is in the color Pinched, and it's just like a light, I'm dropping everything today. It's just like a light pink color, and I'm just going to dab my blush brush into that and just put a little bit of that onto my cheeks. And then for my highlight, I am using for my highlight just a bunch of shimmery eyeshadows that look like this. And I'm just going to be taking my brush, going a little bit back and forth, placing that on my cheek, the highest part of my cheek, down my nose as well, and I'm going to be taking a little on my finger and putting that on my cupid's bow. Alright ladies, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!